Opal is a hydrated amorphous form of silica. Its water content may range from 3 to 21% by weight, but is usually between 6 and 10%. Because of its amorphous character, it is classed as a mineraloid, unlike crystalline forms of silica, which are classed as minerals. Value. By comparison, black opals are the most valuable form of opal, due to their dark body tone and the resulting vibrant play of color. Top-of-the-range gem quality black opal can fetch prices up to AUD $15,000 per carat. Black opal is the rarest and most valuable of all opals and is generally found as a bar of various colors in a dark body. From that time until now, Lightning Ridge is the only place you can find this magnificent gem. Some people might think black opal comes in a black color, so they are quite often amazed by these beautiful colors it actually has. Yes, this is the reason why we call this type of opal a black opal. Where does it come from? More than 90% of the world's precious opals come from Australia, and the rest can be found in other parts of the world such as Mexico, Brazil, Indonesia, Czech Republic, Ethiopia and USA. Opals from Mexico, called Mexican opal, has more water and is transparent or extremely translucent. Opals are found in sedimentary rocks, the most common is clay stone. Why opals can change color? Has your opal jewel changed color? When a natural opal stone gains or loses water, the appearance will change accordingly. Humidity, sweat, water, heat, these will all impact the color of a natural opal stone. It's unlucky to wear an opal if it's not your birthstone? This superstition comes not from ancient belief or experiences, but from a fiction book written in the 1800s. In fact, throughout most of history, opal has been regarded as the luckiest and most magical of all gems because it can show all colors. Fact, solid opals cannot be damaged by getting wet. Most Australian precious opals contain around 5 to 6% water, and immersing a solid opal in water will do no damage whatsoever. However, doublet and triplet opals, non-solid, partially man-made layered stones, can be damaged by prolonged exposure to water. If the opals are left in water and allowed to soak it up, they may lose their fire temporarily and turn yellow or brown. But don't worry, the fire and color will come back once the opals have fully dried, which can take a few minutes to weeks, depending on how much water they manage to absorb. There is a myth that water touching your feminine opal jewelry will make the stone expand and crack. This isn't true, but it can be for any prolonged exposure to water. Wipe these stones with a soft cloth after wearing. The opal, one of the most fragile gems, will lose moisture and crack in a harsh cleaning. To restore moisture, rub a finger gently over the surface to contribute natural skin oil. Opals can also be rubbed with a bit of baby or mineral oil on a cotton swab. Clean them using warm soapy water and a soft brush. Some rare types of opals, like Tintinbar opals, should be kept in water to avoid cracking. More on this below. Avoid wearing opal jewelry in areas that have a harsh environment. Opal is usually never a single color. Some people do store their opals in water. There's no evidence that it prevents them from drying out, but it can't hurt them and might be a good idea if you live in a very dry climate. Jewelers often put a glass of water in their opal case to make sure that the lights don't dry out the air too much. There are many different types of natural opals. There is black opal, white opal, crystal opal and jelly opal. There are other kinds, fire opal, hyalite, water opal, hydrophane and honey opal. Black opal is the most valued of opals and comes mainly from Lightning Ridge. The opal traders usually measure the opal by carat. 1 carat equals to 0.2 grams in weight, but also the actual size in millimeters of the stone is important too. By comparison, black opals are the most valuable form of opal, due to their dark body tone and the resulting vibrant play of color. Top-of-the-range gem quality black opal can fetch prices up to AUD $15,000 per carat. That opal actually glows in the dark. The darker the light, the more color comes out of it. It's unbelievable. Opals are a form of amorphous hydrated silica with up to 20% water locked within the silica structure. Opal rings generally run anywhere from $200 to over $700 for the high-end kinds. This is much cheaper than the cost of diamond engagement rings, which usually run from $500 up to over $2,000. Lab-created gems are an eco-friendly choice for those interested, and lab-created opals cost less than those from nature. The full spectrum of colors inside black opal symbolizes harmony. It has been considered to balance the energy of its owner. In some legends, it is said that opal is made on the spot where rainbow arises in the sky. Opal has been symbolized as a miracle or hope. Black opal gemstone is said to strengthen your character. Since black color remains black, the meaning of black opal is to be yourself. The gemstone has a distinct interpretation due to its distinct power. Black opal has two types, which are stones with or without the full spectrum of color inside.